Good morning and welcome to our crafting session this morning. My name's Jenny McCormac. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'm based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire, and that is here in the UK. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I do have an apology to make. Somebody kindly pointed out, and I realised but only at the end of the session yesterday, that my camera was pointing at the top of my desk and not at the bottom where I was doing everything. So I do apologise for that. So today it's Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock. It's the 27th of November 2024, and I'm just going to be focusing for the next few weeks on some of our online exclusive items. So these are items that don't appear in a catalogue, whether it's the mini catalogue or an annual catalogue, but they are available while stocks last online. And it's very easy to miss these if you're not careful. So you can see these online if you just go to my shop and then shop products, and then there is a category for online exclusives, or you can do a general search. This set of products I'm using today, as you can see, is called Golden Greenery. The paper is called Golden Green, I think. I should have checked that, I apologise. And there are stamps, dies, papers and vellum to coordinate together. So let's get cracking, show you some of the products, and then I've got a quick card to show you how to make. I'm going to pop my lights on so that I don't have so much shadowing going on. So this is the stamp set, Golden Greenery. We have the bells here, so obviously designed very much as a Christmas set. Having said that, you've got these pieces here of fir tree, and then you've got these foliage, that's the word. Some little berries here, which could be holly berries or mistletoe, and then this pretty floral design at the bottom. That is the stamp set, and it is a photopolymer stamp set, so nice and easy, and the actual stamps are larger than you can see on the front. They're quite large stamps. There are dies that go with this, and papers as well. So as well as cutting out the elements from the stamps themselves, these outline items, we also have this additional pieces of fir tree, and these additional pieces which cut some stunning, especially if you cut them in gold or greens or whatever colour you would like. And what's clever about this is Stampin' Up have designed the papers that will also be cut by the dies. So for example, you could die cut out all of these images from the vellum with that one, and also this one here. So let me show you the papers. So we've got 3 sheets of vellum. These come as a pack of 6. So we've got this one here that you can use as a background or die cut all of the pieces. And that's what I did for our recent classes. We have this lovely vellum with just a sort of natural look behind it. And then we have these pieces of fur, which can all be cut out with this die here. So literally you can go around and cut all of those elements. That's the pack of vellum, so you get 6 sheets of those, 2 each of those designs. And then we have the main papers. So I'll show you both sides. So we have this one here, sort of with mistletoe type of look, and obviously with the lighting. it's shining on that glossy, lovely glossy gold. So we have this one here, and it's got some dots on the back. You have this one with very traditional bells. So you've got the single one. These can be cut out with the dies as well. And then these elements are slightly different, as are these. And on the back of that is a lovely green gingham. We have this one here, and again you can die cut all of those elements, including the tiny little berries as well. On the reverse of that we have a nice green. So the colours of the greens here are Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and there's a little bit of Garden Green as well. Hi Carol, thanks for joining us. This is gold and vanilla, so there's some vanilla and some white, and I'm sorry about the light reflection on there. These are little diamonds on one side, and a pretty design with Mossy Meadow with those fur pieces. And then we have this one here, sumptuous gold and vanilla, Mossy Meadow and Old Olive on the back. And then we have this one here with gold stars and this lovely mistletoe effect. It's not actually mistletoe, but I don't know what it is. It's very pretty. Maybe I should find out. Okay, so those are the papers. So the whole suite is Golden Greenery, and I just want to show you a quick card featuring this. I haven't quite decided which of these pieces I'm going to use, and this is a corner triangle card. I've started with a base card of Mossy Meadow just to pick up the colours in the paper, and I'm probably going to use this one, but I might use this one. What's on the other side? Like stars. So I've got a standard card base. It doesn't actually matter which way you cut this to open, but this is cut at 10.5 centimetres from an A4 sheet and scored at 14.85. I've got a white layer. Now it's important that you have, for this particular design, a lighter coloured layer, and you'll see why, because we're going to stamp over that. And then I've got a smaller piece of the same card, but you could have another contrasting colour. This measures 8.5 by 12.5. And my panel that's going to go on the top, even though it's not going to look like that, is 8 by 12. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece from corner to corner, separate it out, and I'm going to do that both with the designer series paper and with the card. Let me grab my trimmer. So move out of that little bit of light if I can. And what I want to do is have it going across way. So I'm just going to put my piece of card into my trimmer. The edges of each side are going to go in the track, and I'm going to cut that so we get that effect. And then I'm going to do the same with my paper. What I want to make sure is that my cut is in the same direction. So bottom left, in this case the top right. And if you've got directional paper, obviously that's slightly more important. If you've got all over paper, you can obviously then turn it round. And what I recommend if you're cutting paper is not to start at the top and pull it down, because you can buckle the very edge of the paper. So what I recommend you do for that is pop it with the points in the track and then drop your blade in the middle, and then you can go up and down without risking buckling the end. If you've got a nice sharp blade, you're probably not going to have that problem anyway. Okay. So let me show you how this is going to look. So this panel is going to go on here, and then I'm going to layer these two up. So I've got a small border right the way around. I'm going to put this one up to the top left, this one down to the bottom right, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment across the middle. Now, in order to keep that sentiment nice and straight and not have it too high or too low, what I recommend you do is draw a pencil line corner to corner. Use that for your positioning of your sentiment. So a nice long sentiment is perfect for this. Just going to do that corner to corner. And I find it easier to do the whole thing rather than just do a little bit in the middle. Okay, so you don't have to measure it, you're just literally drawing that line. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment across there, and I think I'm just going to use Merry Christmas from Reindeer Fun. Just this one here. I'm going to pop that across the middle like that. Okay, making sure I'm in camera today. I'm so sorry about yesterday. Okay, this is a bit large of a block to be doing this with, but everything is packed for coffee and card, so. Oh, morning Diana. Thanks for joining us. Let me just find a piece of paper just to try that out on, make sure we're okay. I hope you're keeping well, Diana. Okay, do nicely. Hasn't got a great deal of ink, this one. It's one that needs re-inking, but it will do for my purpose today. So I'm going to stamp across my line. Not sure you can see my... Oh, just you can there. Okay, and I'm just going to have that fairly central. If you've got any of our swirly sentiments, they would look good in there, or a nice long italic one. So there's my Merry Christmas. Like so. And then the panels that were together are going to go up in here and down here with that Merry Christmas nice and central. So let's put that to one side and adhere these two together. Might need some glue though. Oh, excellent! I'm very pleased to hear that, Diana. Crafting in her dedicated craft space. That is excellent news. Okay, so this is the back of the paper. So this originally measured 8 by 12 centimeters, and I'm laying this onto a piece that was 8.5 by 12.5, but we've cut it in half in the meantime, just corner to corner. Up a little bit, so that's one side. Here is the other one, and this is just makes it a little bit more interesting card than just a rectangular panel on the front. and it doesn't take a great deal longer. You've just got to cut the two pieces and then apply them. You can't put them together and then cut them because you won't have this border in the middle. So this is our card base. This is our panel. Morning, Craig. And then, thank you. These pieces are going to go on there either side, like so. So what I'm going to do now is rub out the line that I drew to get that nice and straight. And I do recommend you do that, because if you put the pieces on and then stamp it, if it's not quite in line, you've got to then try and take the pieces off. So by drawing a line left to right, or I mean you can have it going in any direction, so you know that's going to be in the right place. So this one is going to go back in. It was, if I show you the original size, like that, 8 by 12.5. Absolutely, Diana. It's a great way of just using up papers and just having something slightly different. And also you don't have to add another sentiment. So it's a nice flat card. You could add sequins either side as well if you wanted to. Or you could, this is paper, but you could have a stamped element of that, of course. So let's pop these layers together. I'll pop this one down onto my base card. You do want a light coloured card for this layer, or you could have a dark coloured card and heat emboss your sentiment onto it. Okay, so there's my layer, and I have got another layer that can go inside. So that's on there. And then these two are going to go on like that. And what you want to do is just look at that border and make sure you've got the same border here, top left to bottom right. What you don't want to do is have that one really up in the corner, and then I'm exaggerating obviously, but you can have this quite wide or quite close to your sentiment. And I guess there's no reason why you couldn't have it going that way if you wanted to. For me, that is a more logical arrangement. These could go on with glue or with dimensionals. And you could, of course, mix these pieces up. So I'll show you. And if you've got, just about to do what I said not to do then. If you've got a direction, make sure you follow the direction. So this was my alternative piece. So I could have cut that and applied it and swapped these panels over. So I could have one with that design and one with this design. So you could mix and match if you wanted to. So let's pop this one down. So. But the secret to keeping that balanced is definitely to draw a line between the two. And there we go. Nice simple card. Add some bling across there. I'm going to add the inner, and I haven't got a spare piece of card, so I'm just going to use something from the stamp set. If I got on the front, this fun little shape here, so I could use that. So let's pop that inside. If I can find, I've got Mossy Meadow ink. smoky slate with it. So, hi Caroline, thanks for joining us. It's this one here that matches that sort of design. Oh, I know what I've got in my bling, which is also an online exclusive, which has little dots in red and white that are individual and 3 together. So I'm going to grab that and add those. So this is that one and that one. Hope you're well, Caroline. So we're just doing a really simple design, cutting a panel that's this size to start with, cut across the corners, separated out, stamp a sentiment in the middle. This is just my inside. Which way around am I going to do that? This is the solid one. So I think what I'm going to do is, and I'm just using Smoky Slate and Mossy Meadow because my other greens are packed away. And I don't want it too dark. So there's that one. Let me do that, that's better. And then Mossy Meadow for the other element. There we go. Oops, daisy. Just going to stamp this off first. Take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, that wasn't so clever, I did it the wrong way around. Should have done the darker one first. Never mind. There we go. Let's pop a Christmas sentiment on while I'm there. May all your days be full of cheer. I'm going to pop in the middle. That's from Reindeer Fun. There we go. Got very inky today. That's because I'm using far too big a block for what I need. There we go. Okay. There we go. Voila. Cover the ink pads up. That's my piece that's going to go inside, like so. And I'm just going to grab those embellishments and we're done. So this is Golden Greenery. I've used the stamp set. I haven't used the dies. I use those extensively for our, let me see, our October class. There we go. Let's grab those embellishments. Here they are. So these are called Cherry Cobbler and Pearl. That's original. Adhesive backed berries. I'll take them out of the packet. So they are perfect for Christmas. obviously. So you've got the set of 3 and then individual ones in the Cherry Cobbler Red and also in the Pearl, and this has got those same designs on there. So I'm not going to add the red. Can't quite decide whether to add 3 on either side. I think I will. Can't see a pokey tool, of course. Yes, I can. So these 3 are all together. I'm going to put 1 up there and 1 down here, like so. Hopefully you can see those. And there we are, that is our card finished. I am feeling better, Caroline, thank you for asking. So nice and simple, something a little bit different. I've stamped the inside with the coordinating stamp set, just to show you another variation of this, which is this one here. And in fact we did this at our team meeting on Monday evening, and I've used that as the inspiration. Normally for our team meetings I record them, and of course I forgot to record it this time round. So I will share this video with the team to show them how to make that for those that were unable to attend. But that's the same design, I've just used the card going that way instead. So the sizes of those layers are 12.5 by 8.5, and then the paper layer is 12 by 8. So just to give you that instruction, and then all you're going to do is literally cut those corner to corner, cut them separately, the paper and the card, and then layer them together. And then on this piece here, draw a line, a pencil line, and stamp your sentiment along that pencil line, and then you'll know it's in the middle. So there we go, something different, just literally with 2 rectangles, one of card and one of paper. You could do it with a single layer, doesn't have to be layered up, that would be even quicker. And you could use stamped elements as well. And if you had 2 of these cut, as I was saying before, you could switch these out. Now obviously what you can't do is turn one over, because the triangles won't work, they're not equilateral. But you could have that one on the top and that one on the bottom for one, and then swap it over for another. So there we go, short and sweet this morning. Let's see, what are we going to call that? A split triangle? I don't know. Split rectangle, corner triangle, who knows? I'll come up with a name. So thank you so much everyone, do take care. I hope you like the design. I hope you like the products that I've shown you, which is Golden Greenery. This is the stamp set. I only used part of that. I could have even stamped those little berries as well on here. And then these lovely papers. So if you missed those earlier, you can pop back and have a look. So these are the papers in gold and green. Fabulous designs, and also the vellum to match. Thank you so much everyone, do take care. I'll be back tomorrow evening here in the UK, 7 PM on the 28th of November 2024. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I've got that in the centre today, and I look forward to catching up with you and crafting with you really, really soon. Bye for now everyone. Bye bye.